The universe was against me for the longest. On the day I decided to put in a little bit of effort, I wanted to vlog on a Sunday, put out content on Sunday, get ready with me video, let's just Sunday morning stuff. My battery fell out, and that was it for me. I didn't want to continue again. Like the other day, I was trying to put out my ring light to do like a TikTok content, and my ring light fell off, and it was literally destroyed. And at that point, I was like, I'm done. There's nothing I can do again. I did my best. Hello everyone, welcome to yet another exciting episode of Bread and Wine with Omotola Jacob. And of course, this is Omotola Jacob. It's been a while, you guys. It's been like the longest. I don't think I've taken I think it's been like more than a month since I vlogged or did something or updated you guys on my life so far. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, but a lot has been happening. Too much has been happening. First and foremost, my gadgets were just breaking down one by one. I don't know, it was like the universe was against me for the longest. I wanted to vlog a Sunday stuff. I was vlogging, it was going well, and my battery fell out. Like I was holding the LED lights. I was trying to do like a get ready with me video for Sunday. I was cooking, bringing you guys all along. So it was like an interesting idea and stuff like that. The battery fell out, and the battery was done. It was over. I was really discouraged. I'm not gonna lie, and I was like, this is it. I'm not doing anything again, and it was really painful. I'm not earning from this yet, and everything is just against me. The other day I was vlogging. I was doing like a content for TikTok, and all of a sudden I was taking my gadget back to the parlor, like to where I'm using right now, and something just went wrong. I think the camera is not really set. Okay. And something just went wrong. My ring light fell and broke. It's not, you can't even repair it anymore. And I feel like, why would I be doing this? Why would I continue something that is clearly not progressing? And for the longest, I was just having the thoughts that maybe God doesn't want me to do this again. Maybe the universe is telling me something. Maybe there's something about me. But at a point, I'm like, maybe there's something about me I need to change again, because why is all this happening to me? Is there like an habit? Is there something I'm not really doing right? Why is my page not growing and all that? And it just dawned on me that I might be the problem, and I'm an old bottle. Yes, yeah, I'm going to bring you guys along this vlog, so stay tuned. When I got the realization that I'm an old bottle, I was kind of confused, and I'm like, how am I going to be why would I be an old bottle, right? I'm really making effort for this, and I know I have the talent, I know I have the gift, I know I can do this is something I can do. But why would I be an old bottle? Because the fact that I'm making attempts into doing this means I'm not an old bottle, means I'm making a start, means I'm taking a change. But it kept dawning on me that I'm an old bottle, and I decided to sit down to really meditate on that. Mind you, I don't even know where this particular Bible verse is from, to be sincere. I know that it might be in Matthew, yeah, but I don't even know where it is. And I did this recently, so I don't really want to log in, check on the internet on where the Bible verse is, because I just woken up. I didn't want to pollute my mind or get distracted. Let me just use the word distracted. And for the fact that I'm really into social media, first my brands, I have a TikTok page, an Instagram, a Facebook, and YouTube. So I didn't really want to get distracted, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to sort out this thing on my own. So the first thing on my mind was to go to Matthew after the Beatitude, read, and looking like a huge task in my hand. When I was doing this, not less than 20 seconds, my hand opened Luke. I was literally in Luke, I opened from the back, not from Matthew, and I was literally look all of a sudden, less than 20 seconds where I decided to even study the old bottle thing. I just encountered, like, my eyes just moved into Luke chapter 5. Like, guys, like, it was like, I think it was like a deja vu. Like, God really wanted me to read this. Like, it was like God wanted me to know this. So like God was like, I wanted to study this thing, and I'm like, you know what, once I'm done studying all this stuff, I want to share this with you all, because I know that I'm not just the one in this phase. I know that there are many of us in this phase, because from January to February, and it's been a long year, and for many of us it didn't really turn out to be what we actually envisioned for ourselves. And the year still is old, is already going to an old year already. Like, we are literally in September, but we can still do something, right? There's something we can do. We can still make a change. We don't know, like, literally Lazarus was dead for 4 days, and it was hope. Something can be done, and we could have like the best rest of our lives together. And you guys already saw the new heading on my page, let's live together. So we are really living together on this channel. So let's get into it. I forgot to I've got my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being a huge part of this journey. I do not take this for granted at all. I love you guys so much. And if you haven't subscribed, I love you too, but please subscribe, like this video, share, and also make your comment down the comment section below. So as I was saying, when I opened Luke chapter 5, I saw the Bible verse, and it's dawned on me again that I've never really checked the Bible verse in other versions. Like, I learned the Bible verse as a kid back in Sunday school and all that, but I've not really settled down, and I decided to check other versions after reading the King James version. And of course, it was like a scale was lifted off my eyes. It was like I saw something new. And let me just read the Message version of Luke chapter 5 verse 36 to 39. It said, Message version, no one cuts up a fine silk scarf to patch up old work clothes. You want fabrics that match, of course, and you don't put new wine into old cracked bottles. You get strong clean bottles for your fresh vintage wine. And no one who has ever tasted fine aged wine prefers unaged wine. Wait a minute, I'm going to break it down for us. The first paragraph says, no one puts a fine silk scarf. I have a new outfit, right? I have a new garment, and I have an old one, a thorn, a past cloth that is kind of almost condemned, right? So it's really not really logical for me or for anyone to get a new cloth and cut out my old new cloth to patch in the old one. First and foremost, even if I patch up the old one, the materials, the fabric are kind of different. You said you want fabric that match. That is why I encourage us to always check out new versions, because your mind gets expanded. Your mind gets expanded. You get a new knowledge. You get a new perspective of what the Bible is, where the Bible is coming from. So the cloth is not matched, first and foremost. And the second issue is, like, you kind of condemned the new cloth, rather, because the new cloth is now condemned. You've torn it already to patch up an old cloth. So it's either you stay with your old cloth, or you put on your new cloth and forget about the old cloth. That is the first example, right? So we move on to the second example. He said you don't put in wine into old cracked bottles. You get strong clean bottles for your fresh vintage wine. I love this part because it's giving me like this kind of vibe, this Gen Z vibe, like vintage wine. I like the way TPT put this particular verse. It was like, who pours new wine into an old wineskin? Really, nobody. And if you did, the old wine will burst and the new wine will be lost. New wine must always be put into new wine skins. So when you're putting new wine, your new wine should be in your new wine skins. When you're putting your old wine will be in your old bottle. Let's just give this short instance. Take for instance, you have this bottle. I think we all had this bottle as a kid, like our tea bottle, this warmer, this small warmer we always have. I had that as a kid because of my health. So my parents, especially my mom, always like putting warm tea inside. It's clean because she washes it, of course. But that bottle has been my tea bottle for the longest. Now, if I have to take like a new drink, probably like a carbonated drink, something that we all drink nowadays, and I take that drink and I pour it into that bottle. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what the Bible is saying here? Because you not only have you tainted the bottle, you've tainted the taste of that drink. That drink is not going to taste like the real drink that was produced, right? It's going to have taste and tints of the old taste. It's going to taste like the old stuff. It's going to taste like if you pour out the drink for anyone, it is definite, and I'm 100% sure that someone is going to just ask that, do you put tea inside the drink, right? Or the second instance I kind of coupled in my head is the fact that when we look at all these bottling companies, these companies that makes drinks and all that, you will not really find them putting these drinks into old bottles. First and foremost, it is unhygienic. Many of us won't purchase the drink, and second of all, they want us to experience the genuine taste of what they are producing. Old bottles might taint the taste, and they want us to enjoy the taste. Do you understand? Exactly. When I was like, really, yeah. So I was like, that is why the Holy Spirit has been mentioning to me that I'm an old bottle, because I have a fresh idea, I have creativity, I have something to put out, I have things to say, I have a lot to share to you guys, but I'm still holding on to my past. I'm still holding on to the past routine, my past habits. I'm still holding on to my past mindset. Like, I'll literally come up vlog and I'm like, okay, as soon as I'm vlogging or posting this video should be up to 1,000 views, this video should be up to 2,000 views. Of course, the growth is evident, growth is important, but that is my mindset all along. But what if I'm coming up, I'm putting up videos here, and I'm like, this video is going to be a blessing. Someone out here needs to hear this video. Someone out there needs to see this video. Someone out there needs to live through this video. Maybe this video can be something that can make someone to pursue their dreams. Maybe this video can be something that will help someone never to give up. Maybe my videos can be an inspiration to other people. Exactly. That was everything. I like, why am I just saying this? And I'm like, okay, I'm an old bottle, and I started seeing myself in different examples, in different instances. What if I'm an old bottle? What can I do to be a better bottle? How can I change to be a better bottle? Or in fact, I just want to be a new bottle. How do I renew myself to be new? And it's dawned on me that I'm just really starting my journey, and it dawned on me that I need to take out steps to change my old bottle. I need to start learning new things. I need to start learning from other people. I need to start doing things anew. If I'm waking up real late, I need to start waking up early to plan. If I am going through social media as the first thing I'm doing in the morning, I need to wake up first to meditate, to learn, to plan, to do other things. If I am reading through the Bible and I'm skimming through, I need to take out time to calm down and study. I need to become a new person. And once I become a new person, then the gift and the talent in me will be manifested. I have a perfect example for this episode, and it's dawned on me that we've been sleeping on the story of King Saul. I know we all have this mindset that King Saul was this insecure king. He was this kind of king that didn't really lead well, and it was like a kind of disaster. But mind you, King Saul was the first king in Israel. You can imagine the burdens, you can imagine the expectations, you can imagine the stress it is to become the first person to ever start something. He had a lot to learn, but literally he didn't really have anyone to put him through. when you go back to First Samuel chapter 9, you can see that Saul was actually a good man. Like the Bible said, he was like the best man. Like no man was better than him in that part. And he was a tall guy. He was a fine guy. My spec, of course. I'm pretty tall for a lady, so I like tall guys. So he was a tall guy. He was fine, and he had all those qualities like people would actually want from someone. But when you look deep down, Saul was really shy. The first time, I'm going to put this Bible verse, but the first time Samuel told him that, hey, you're going to be the first king in Israel. God has anointed, God is going to anoint you, God is going to bless you with all this. He would have said like, thank you, how can I be a king, how will I be a good king, or something like that. But the first thing that came up with Saul was that I am unworthy. I'm like the youngest in my father's house. Was it the youngest? No, I don't know, but it was like my family is like the youngest. Benjamin, it was from the tribe of Benjamin, and if you know our Bible verses well, Benjamin was the last child of Jacob. So like my family is like the youngest in Israel. Who am I? What am I to do? He was already insecure. He felt unworthy from the very first time he heard he was going to be king. Even after he was anointed, the Bible said a new nature came upon him. He had something, he became a brand new person. But as much as he was brand new, he didn't want to leave his whole self to step into the new phase God has called him to be. On the day of his coronation, on the day Samuel gathered everybody, gathered the whole tribe of Reuben, tribe of Judah, all of them gathered alone, like, all of you, you're going to stand up here, the king is the king. And he walked to the tribe of Benjamin, aiming to bring the so-called king out. And guess what the king, I think the camera, and guess what our king did. Our so-called beautiful handsome king was hiding somewhere. He was literally hiding, and after they searched, they had to literally pray to God to lead them to where he was, because I'm sure they really searched. And guess where our king was? In the luggage. His mindset was all down. His mindset was not even where it should be. Yes, it was insecure. Yes, it was unsure of what to do. But he could have asked of anyone. He could have just like, okay, Prophet Samuel, I'm new to this, I don't know anything about this, what can I do? Because Samuel was actually the one leading the children of Israel at that time. What tips do you have for me? That is what a brave person would have done. That is what an open-minded person would have done. But our handsome, our type king, of course, was too shy and too insecure and too unworthy to even step into that. They brought him out of the luggage, of course, and from there we can see that he really did try to step into that part, but he never stopped letting go of who he was. Even at that particular chapter, some people, I think some wicked people, children of Belial or something like that, those people were like, they were not even feeling him at all. They didn't even bring any gifts. They didn't bring anything for him. And as a king, it's your right to command respect, right? It's your right to command gift. But he didn't even say anything. He was not even bold enough to even confront them. And you can see that kept playing in his world. From to David coming into the picture, to a lot of things in his life, it kept playing, and you can see what happened. Exactly what the Bible said. New wine will burst out old bottles. The new wine was the anointing he had and the grace he had as a king, but he busted out and he lost himself. He lost his relationship with God. He lost his friends and family. He lost his throne. He lost Prophet Samuel as a friend. He lost his life basically. And thank God for that story. Yeah, but bringing it back to what we're saying, we are just trying to like, okay, fine, I might be lost, fine, there's a lot of stuff going up with me, but I need to step into my new faith. If probably Saul had gotten that advice or that exhortation from anyone, he would probably become a better person. But here we are. No, literally, that is what I got from that story. And when we move to Saul, who is now called Paul in the New Testament, we can see that as soon as he had an encounter with God, he had a change of name, he had a change of identity, because name carries our identity. He had a change of identity, he had a change of stature, he had a change of a lot. And we can see that he genuinely stepped into who he was. He kept letting go of who he was. You can see that even at a point when he was, I think he was in a court or something like that, and I think the high priest or somebody like that talked to him somehow, and he insulted the person. He was quick to say sorry, but like, I don't know that. I will look for that Bible verse, and he stepped into who God called him to be. So this is like just like a real call for us to know that it is all right to be insecure. It is all right to be shy. It is all right to not move forward, but it is not all right to not take steps into becoming better. It is all right to not take steps into letting go of some things, probably our friends, probably our routine, probably our habits, probably our whatever that needs to be changed, or whatever that needs to be turned, because that is like the beginning of our progress from ourselves, regardless of whatever creativity or talent or gifts we have. And yes, that was like pretty good from that journey, and I've promised myself to be consistent on this app. I've promised myself to allow myself to be able to express how I feel, and I'm taking you guys on the journey. Every experience I have, everything that happens to me, I'm bringing it up here, and well, looking at life from that perspective, like we are literally living together. Let's really live together, because I think you're not alone. Whoever you are listening to me, you are definitely not alone. We are thousands of us in you, and thousands of you in us, and it is time to really step in with God helping us. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching thus far. It's been a long journey already, and I'll see you in another episode. Please don't forget to like this video, share, and also subscribe. It goes a long way. Please, and thank you for watching this video with me. Thank you for going through this phase with me, and we'll be going to better phases, I know that, but of course it's a journey. So we are basically journeying together at Bread and Wine. Bye guys, and don't forget to change your bottles, of course. Bye.